Let's hear from heaven today by reading the scriptures. We're in Matthew chapter 8. We're looking at verses 23 to 27. Jesus calms the storm. Then he got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Suddenly, a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, "Lord, save us! We're going to drown." He replied, "You have little faith. What are you so afraid of?" Then he got up, and he rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. Then the men were amazed and asked, "What kind of man is this that even the winds and the waves obey him?" Spoiler alert, next week, the next lesson, we are going to see the answer to that question. But in the meantime, many sermons have been written on this passage, and mostly with the theme that that this story is metaphorically addresses that God is bigger than the storms that arise in our lives. Well, that's true. He is. But I see the primary lesson is that Jesus rebukes the disciples' lack of faith first. Then he rebukes the storm. Now, for me, it is more important that we recognize our own lack of faith in the storms that hit our lives. Remember, we're always going to be hit by one storm after another. And we will have lulls in our lives where everything seems to be calm. But those storms are going to come again. It's just the way it's going to be. But we must remember that with each storm, God provides protection and rescue. Now, here's something else I want you to consider. Sometimes God will allow these storms to linger until we finally show that our faith in Him is going to get us through it. Or I should say, He'll let it linger until we show that we have faith in Him to get us through it. Many years ago, I was hit by a series of storms that lasted the better part of 20 to 25 years. I failed then. I showed an incredible lack of faith in God. And He did let those storms linger. I can tell you right now, He let them linger. But looking back at that time, I learned something, that God got me through it. He provided for me the protection and the rescue to get through them all. I mean, I'm still here. So those things didn't kill me. But they did make me realize that, you know what, looking back, God got me through all of those storms. So now when I go through storms, I have a new way of looking at it. I say, not this time. I'm not going to fail this time. So why don't you start having faith in God today?